And welcome back, everyone. It is Wednesday the 3rd, and this is Mate Sipper here on another beautiful day of Stardew Valley. So it looks like the first order of business is we need to get some things in these kegs. Let's go with hops for now. Hops are pretty good for their money, and oops, I did not mean to pickle a hop. Oh well. That does happen if you have these as close together as I do, I guess. The next thing we need to do is I need to get a hat on my head. Let's see what the mail is today. Mate, I'm really glad you've become a part of our community. I've enclosed a 500G check from the Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund. To help you continue your good work, maybe you can buy some seeds with it. Sincerely, Mr. Lewis. Wow. He even put his title in. Well, that was nice of him. Oh, we got another piece. Dear Mate, I'd like to give my cows a special treat. They're such good girls and hungry too. Could you bring me one bunch of amaranth? They love the stuff. Thanks, dear. Marnie. We will be doing that. Yeah, so that is why I purchased some of that. To just kind of have it in the ground as of last video. What am I doing here? Okay, I need... Let's get some iron in the furnaces. I need my hat. That's what I was digging through all the chests for. So we're going to put away our straw hat and we're going to pull out our squire's helmet. We're going to get ready for Halloween and get all dressed up. It's a shame we don't have like a full suit yet, but maybe one day we'll get there. So yeah, I am going to water our crops. And the big plan for the day... Oops, that is not the waterer. But the big plan today is going to be finish this up. If possible. So we're just going to be chopping a lot of wood. But yeah, so I will see you in a bit. And welcome back, everyone. I just got everything watered, and I dug up this little pile of whatever here. And we got a book called Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick. So, I'm going to just make sure we haven't read this one already. Oh my gosh, there we go. Yeah, so that is not one that we have the knowledge of. So if you reread a book that you already have knowledge of, you'll gain experience in a certain area. I believe that one increases your defensive, but I could be wrong, so let's get this corn put away. I don't think we're going to be needing to sell that. Broccoli will dump outside. And before I forget, I do need to check the weather for tomorrow. Oops, not there. I do need to check the weather for tomorrow, and then we're going to get on with the day, so... Forgive me for being DelayerSon over here. Queen of Sauce to teach us baked fish. Yep, I already know that one. And the weather report for tomorrow is beautiful and sunny. Alright. Well, another day of watering then for us. So the place I want to go chop trees today is going to be right above our farm. Also, think I should get rid of that. Move all those over there. There's an Easter egg with this. I will not be showing that until spring. But it is something that I found out about during my research. So if I have any mayonnaise in the spring, I'll be showing it off. I also would like to be quiet for a second and just show, in my opinion, one of the most underrated songs of Stardew Valley. So yeah, I will be quiet for one moment just for this song. So I don't know what it is with that song, but this song just, to me, encapsulates like everything right about the soundtrack of this game. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just screams, like, leaves falling all around me. The air's getting a little bit nippy. You know, like, it has that feeling about it, and it's such a cool sounding track. I don't know if I've really brought a lot of attention to a lot of the music in this game. Oh my gosh. Dug up a murder scene over here. But, so... The soundtrack of this game is really good, and there isn't really a song I can think of that I dislike in all the soundtrack. honestly, I think the only music that I don't really care as much about, and it's not so much that I hate the song, it's just that I don't like music about winter. And so, like, I don't really like the winter music. But it's still really good. You know, like, it hurts me to say that I don't really care for the winter music because, like, it's not bad. And it screams winter, but I think my issue with it is I've been traumatized as I was a retail worker. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say traumatized, but I was a retail worker. And here in the United States, there's like 8 songs that they play anytime you work retail during the wintertime. And it's the same 8 songs. And so you go to work and you're there for an 8-hour shift. And you're just the same song over and over and over again. The same 8 songs for over 8 hours. It gets to be a bit excessive. You're probably growing a lot of interesting plants on your farm, huh? Maybe I'll stop by your place someday and check it out. I mean, feel free. You were the one that set up our mushroom boxes. What are you doing over here, dude? Ugh. What time is it? I think I slept too much last night. Man, that is a terrible feeling. What the heck? Okay. It's like, why can't I hit this tree? I hate that feeling when you, like, go to bed early and then you sleep in on accident and you just feel groggy all day. It's kind of how I was feeling yesterday. We ended up going on a little walk yesterday. It was kind of nice. Explored a park we hadn't been to. And as I've said, it's fall here, so it's been kind of chilly. But it was kind of nice to get out of the house. We watched a fox just kind of take off running. It was kind of fun. There's a type of tree that's pretty prevalent around here that my wife had never seen before, and so she found a little seed of it, and she thought it was a mouse poop. And I was like, no, it's a seed, and she didn't believe me. I was like, yeah, it's for that tree over there. And it's a type of tree that has, like, I can't think of the name of it, but it has like these little pods. I have to be wary of strangers. Most people don't like a wild man. Sorry, I don't know why that caught me off guard. I was not. I don't think I'd ever seen that discussion point before. But yeah, it's a type of seed that it comes in these pods, and they're like really long, and they have like 12 seeds in them. And so I was showing her by peeling the pod apart that it was not mouse poop, but it was in fact a seed. So it's kind of interesting just to think about like how a tree starts from something so small and insignificant and then becomes huge. It's like that thing in Bug's Life where Flick is talking about he's trying to explain that like no matter how insignificant something is, it can turn into something great. And so he uses the example of an acorn by using a rock, because that's what he has, to like show the great tree that they live under. So it's kind of cool just to, wait, okay, yeah, large eggs. I was like, wait a minute, I think I have eggs. How have I not donated that? But yeah, it's really interesting to just kind of look at our world. We really live in a strange world. We think alien planets are odd, but like, they're all inhospitable, so it's like, what does that say about our planet being a planet that we can live in? Isn't that even weirder? But anyway, hey Jody. What did you say? It's 6:10 already? My goodness. I still have tons of work to do. Oh, I feel that. I'm recording because I have a little bit of work to do that I just don't want to do. What the heck? Is that what you do with my topaz that I give you, Emily? You throw them away? Hey Haley, your sister in? The other day, Emily baked something called a squirrel loaf. How'd it taste? Well, if my tail was a little bushier, I probably would have loved it. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I don't know if that's in reference to an actual dish. I assume it would have to be. But, hey Penny. We don't have a school here, but I'm doing my best to give Vincent and Jazz a proper education. Every child deserves a chance to be successful. Jazz is very good at math and reading. Vincent is good at, well, he has an active imagination. You know, nothing wrong with that. I was never really good at math. I was always better at the sciences. But my preferred field of study was actually literature. I loved reading. And as I've said before, I did do a little bit of theater while I was in high school. So, which is why it's kind of funny that in college I got a degree in accounting. I mean, I guess it is kind of like an artsy degree to some degree. Like, it's not. It's very analytic, but at the same time, it's not like my brother who's going to school for engineering. Now that's a degree that you have to be really good at math and really good at spatial awareness, which are things that I do not have. Well, spatial awareness, yeah, but like, I don't know, like, I like drawing, I guess, but like, the type of drawing he does is very different. And like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe him. He's a really good kid. He was given an assignment to invent a brand new type of wrench. And so he did it, and the professor is actually rather impressed with what he came up with. So like, he's very gifted in that. But I am not. Which is kind of funny, because both me and him used to strip like components down to their base, like their bases basically. So we'd scrap, is what it's called. And so basically what that is you travel around and you, I don't know how much of this I should talk about, but we'd go through people's trash and find things like, you know, TVs or appliances, stuff that people don't want anymore. And we'd strip like the copper metal off of it or the iron and get like bare, bright, and dirty is what it's called. And so a bare, bright is something that's like been stripped clean. So it's like a cord that you've pulled all the rubber off the outside and you just have like pure copper. And then dirty is like you don't take it apart. So yeah, me and my brother, we'd do that. We'd pull apart different TVs and their components and strip them down to their base parts and then sell it. It's kind of a funny thing to do. Which I think I've talked about how I used to cast metal. But yeah, some of that had to do with the scrapping we did. We'd melt down aluminum because you could make more money on aluminum if it was a purified ingot instead of a soda can. So it's just kind of funny, the things that you do as a kid, you know? But, we were taught that by our dad. Actually, he'd go out on walks and he'd come back with just all this junk. And he'd like squirrel it away, so his garage was like full of nuts and bolts and different components as well. So it was kind of funny that both me and my brother ended up doing that, but I think that that's probably why my brother became so interested in engineering, because he kind of had that mindset. And I remember someone gave him like this old radio, like this old handheld radio, and he actually increased the signal of it. And so like I don't remember what he did, but he managed to increase the range, the effective range of the radio. So like he's a pretty smart little kid. Or I don't know why I call him little, he's in college, but you know, he's my little brother, so to me he is a little kid. So yeah, it's just kind of funny. But yeah, no, I am in no way skilled in that field. I'm not saying that I couldn't be. I'm pretty sure I could go to school and I could, if I became passionate about it, I'm sure I could do just fine in the field, but you know. we all have our things that we're good at and our things that we're not. And even though I probably could get better at it, I just don't really have an interest in it, you know? So anyway, I'm sorry, I kind of just went off talking about random stuff instead of the game, but it's kind of hard to talk about anything creative when all you're doing is just fall on trees for a day, you know? But overall, it was a really good day. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. So yeah, with that, we're gonna head to bed. Level up our farming. So since I picked the wrong farming one, this doesn't matter too much. But where I'm trying to get my chicken eggs bigger, I'm actually gonna go with this one. But as I said, once I unlock the sewers, I'm gonna be swapping that. So yeah, we made 2,200 today off of farming. Looks like most of it was the beer and the wine. Mayonnaise definitely pulled in a decent amount too, so can't complain. But yeah, so with that, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. This has been Mate Sipper, wishing you a good rest of your day. Bye.